Hey, Baby Mouse! So welcome back to Favorite Friday. For this case, as you can imagine, we have another Chicago case. This case is kind of crazy. Just a heads up, unfortunately, we do have a child death in this situation. However, this death, our baby, well, there you go. Our victim is kind of still like very young. So if you don't want it or not in the mood for hearing a child death case right now, I perfectly understand. But you can't say I didn't give you that warning. And I definitely wish I would have had the warning before I read this case. So I'm going to get what is publicly known down below. You're going to find out everything that I read. So shout out to I guess the first guy for me finding out about it through him. And so with that being said, I'm going to come in rambling. Let's get started. So Kimberlynn was born May 1st, 1992. After her freshman year in high school, apparently she would start cutting herself and having suicide attempts. She believed that people apparently could hear her thoughts and that Puerto Ricans were apparently following her. Why specifically Puerto Ricans? I don't even know, so don't even ask me. Apparently, she basically thought that God told her to write a book that could help people in African countries. And then at one point, she apparently had jumped out of a car while it was moving, I assume, and that she yelled at people at a bus stop who were just minding their own business under the assumption that they were following her. So then after she graduated high school, she apparently marries a man who didn't have U.S. citizenship, and then apparently they split, and then she would move back in with her dad. So at the age of 20, apparently she would attempt suicide again by injecting wasp poison into her heart. And then she believed that the government was after her and that she had the power to shut down satellites. And so it said that she apparently suffered from bipolar disorder and OCD, and apparently she was also addicted to crack. So then at one point she would go to the hospital and find out that she's actually 4 months after doing heroin and find out that she was actually 4 months pregnant. She apparently stopped drinking and doing drugs, but she apparently thought that she was killing people with her mind and that her son was potentially a hair, like a H-E-I-R, right? And then apparently she thought that her not having her period has something to do with the lions in Africa. So then Isaac, the son, he was born December 20th, 2012. She was still living with her dad, but wouldn't apparently let them see Isaac. And apparently she would constantly wash her hands and say that she was developing a cure for cancer. So then one day a man came to the house, didn't specify what he was there for, but she believed that he was a detective and that he came to basically rape Isaac to get stronger. And so then she moved herself and Isaac into a motel to get away from this said man. So on May 29th, 2013, while they're still living in this little motel, she apparently goes and buys razors and knives from Dollar Tree. And then the father of Isaac, who apparently is named Jerry Brooks, he proceeds to come over to the hotel, and she tells him, "I need you to kill me and Isaac if somebody tries to rape me or Isaac." So then Jerry takes away any sharp weapons that she bought from Dollar Tree. She somehow is able to get them back the next day. So Jerry apparently was spending the night with Kimberlynn, and I guess his phone started ringing around 5 a.m. I don't know whether it was an alarm, somebody was calling me, didn't say. And apparently he woke up to Kimberlynn having a knife in her hand, and apparently she was praying. So then it said that baby Isaac was taken into the shower by Kimberlynn, and then he was stabbed 30 times in the head, 12 times in the chest, and had his throat slit. Jerry, the father, of course, he saw this, and of course he gets up and leaves out the room. So he of course, runs out the room, flags down police. She proceeds to stab herself, but of course, she unfortunately is still alive. She is charged with murder, and she pretty much tells them that I was scared that y'all were going to take Isaac away due to my addiction of crack. And it said that she also did it because she did not want to get tortured by a group that she thought was responsible for global warming. And then at one point in prison, it said that she actually had pretty much took her own eyes out. So she's now blind apparently in both eyes from taking her own eyes out. And then in October of 2016, she's been sentenced to 38 years and is, of course, still in prison to this day. And hopefully she lives out that full sentence. So, yeah, with that being said, that's the case of Kimberlynn Bolanos. So, yeah, with that being said, if you learned anything new about this case, if you've heard this case, definitely let me know. If you knew of Kimberly, Jerry, where he's at now, definitely let me know. And so that's all I really have for that. Always give your thoughts down below. Yeah, I really don't have anything to say for that one. And so, I cover favorite females 6 times a week. Subscribe for more favorite females, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.